Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a great weekend. You know what? We're getting close. We're getting really close to Valentine's Day. And I don't have a Valentine, but this weekend I found 9 friends and we checked out the Love Shack. That's at the public schoolhouse out there in Cottleville. They decorate it so adorably cute. It's very Valentine's Day. It's a great place to go with like a Galentine's Day thing. My mother hates that word. I also think it's kind of silly, but that's kind of what we had. We did see some people on a date night, but it looked like a lot of people just kind of out and enjoying all the awesome decorations. Apparently, they decorate for a lot of different holidays, so it was a good time. And I've got a great show for you today here on the Daily Mix. We're gonna tell you some events going on, some things you can check out. Plus I have Randall Noldge from Cycle Showcase. He's gonna tell us all about the Cycle Showcase. He has been on here before, and this year it's getting better and better every time they do it. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. The Missouri Botanical Garden was recently named one of the top 12 best botanical gardens across the U.S. by Fodor's Travel Guide. Of course, we know it's great, but it's definitely nice to see it getting some national attention. And now is a great time to check them out because the Orchid Show is back for the first time in 3 years. That'll run through February 26th. You can learn more about everything they have going on at mobot.org. And some of our other favorite St. Louis attractions are also currently in the running to be named in the Best U.S. and some of the latest USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Forest Park is in the running for Best City Park, and the Katy Trail is up for Best Recreational Trail. Both are favorites for many when it comes to getting out and connecting with nature. You can also help them both take the top spot in their category by voting daily at 10best.com. Now the polls close next Monday, February 6th at 11 a.m. The top 10 winners will be announced on February 17th. Now while you're there, be sure to check out these other polls as well, right? We have the St. Louis Science Center in the running for both Best Science and Museum and Best Free Museum. And we have the Magic House and City Museum both in the running for Best Children's Museum. The polls are open for all of those contests through February 13th, and those winners will be announced on February 24th. Like I said, you can vote daily for all of your favorites at 10best.com. Comptroller Darlene Green is encouraging residents to come on out and help her upcoming community blood drive. It is held each year during Black History Month. The February blood drive honors Dr. Charles Drew, who developed the first large-scale blood banks during World War II. The Red Cross is facing a national blood crisis. I think I've told you this every year for the last 3 years. There is a blood crisis going on, and there are an ongoing need for African-American blood donors for sickle cell therapies. You can help by donating at the blood drive this coming Monday, February 6th at City Hall. You can schedule an appointment by calling 1-800-RED Cross or visiting redcrossblood.org. Now from Beethoven to Coleman, the Chamber Public St. Louis is celebrating 15 years of making music with some of their favorite pieces from the past decade and a half. Join them in their 15th anniversary concert and party on Sunday, February 5th at the Schlafly Tap Room Club Room. You can find all the details on the concert and learn more about the performing arts nonprofit by visiting them online at chamberprojectstl.org. And I know you guys all want to join me on this. National Ice Cream Day. National Ice Cream Day for breakfast is this Saturday at Clementine's Creamery. Breakfast at Clementine's will feature several new special breakfast flavors. pancake artist who I've never seen in real life, but every time I see him like on TV is amazing. There's a pajama contest. There's going to be giveaways from Tiffany & Company. Plus, the first 50 households in line get a free limited edition coffee mug. And better than all that, you can have ice cream for breakfast. Breakfast at Clementine's will be offered at all 6 ice cream shops from 9 a.m. to noon this Saturday, February 4th. Follow Clementine's Creamery on Facebook and Instagram for all the details. And then after ice cream for breakfast, how about Cajun for lunch? Soulard Mardi Gras Annual Cajun Cook-Off is back this weekend. Come watch talented amateur chefs face off with their best dishes. Enjoy an authentic Cajun lunch, live music, cooking demonstrations, and more. The Cajun Cook-Off runs from noon to 4 this Saturday, February 4th at the Bud Light Party Center in Soulard Market Park. You can find tickets and more at stlmardigras.org. Mickey and Minnie Mouse are taking the audiences on an expedition across the raging seas, snow-covered mountains, in this awesome little Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic. This action-packed extravaganza features several of Disney's beloved characters, including Frozen, Coco, and Beauty and the Beast, and so many more. Celebrate the magic of courage, love, and adventure when Disney on Ice skates into the Enterprise Center February 2nd through the 5th. For a full list of showtimes and more information, go to DisneyOnIce.com. You can learn more about Missouri's rich German history and influence at Missouri's Life Exclusive, showcasing their documentary, Exploring Missouri's German Heritage. Along with the screening, the evening will feature a 4-course meal of German dishes, live commentary, a gift bag, and more. The event will take place in the original Busch Brewery in Washington, and the portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Washington Historical Society. Exploring Missouri's German Heritage will be screened on February 23rd. Tickets are on sale now through February 9th, and you can find out all the details at MissouriLive.com. This new film, 80 for Brady, hits the theaters this weekend. I'm actually going to see it on Wednesday. It is inspired by a true story. It follows a group of 4 best friends in their 80s as they go on a wild adventure to see Tom Brady play in the 2017 Super Bowl. Take a look.
Lily Tomlin, Wayne State University.
Rita Moreno, PS 132.
Sally Field, Birmingham High School.
Jane Fonda, college dropout.
The 80 for Brady trailer starts in 3, 2, 1.
Game's about to start.
Oh, there's Tom.
Oh, what a beautiful man.
I like Gronkowski.
We know, Trish. We've all read your Gronk erotica.
It's not erotica, it's fan fiction. Very sexy fan fiction.
Aren't you tired of the same old boring lives? Let's go to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is no place for 4 old women.
This could be Tom's last one. He's almost 40. That's like 80 in people years.
Yeah, we're 80 in people years.
I just really need this trip.
I can't believe we're actually here.
Taking this one. He's cute.
So you don't have any tickets?
How much for 4?
10,000.
10,000?
Well, I have a 20 in my strap-on.
That's a fanny pack.
If you wear it like this, it's a strap-on.
Wow.
It is so great to meet you. Beauty has no expiration date.
Trish, I didn't flirt. He did.
There's so much here to do. We could even win these tickets.
This is a spicy wings contest.
I could use a little spice.
I know her!
If you black out, who you want me to call?
An ambulance?
Ow! If you did this to give us something to remember, why? Honey, it worked.
Do you think you could get us in?
Follow me. These are my dancers.
Prove it.
What dance moves you ladies know?
A twist.
A jerk?
Let's do it.
Gronk.
Hi.
So big.
Thank you.
Isn't that what friendship is? That we face the unknown together?
Let's go, Golden Girls. Come with me. Hey, what?
No,
Where?
no,
Come on now.
Ow!
Let's go.
Oh my God, that's Tom Brady! These are good.
Very good.
Oh, careful, they're high dosage.
High dosage?
Excuse me, I'm looking for someone.
Are you okay?
I'm Guy Fieri.
I think that looks like it's a little bit going to be kind of a fun movie, right? I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I like all four of those women, so I think that shall be fun. And as the magic of TV happens, I now am joined by my guest, Randall Noldge. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me today.
All right, so Cycle Showcase STL is back. You've been on before to talk about this. So for somebody who maybe missed it last time, what's the Cliff Notes version of what this is?
This is more like a museum than a bar parking lot full of motorcycles. I bring in 50 bikes from all over North America, all kinds of things, American stuff, European stuff, Japanese stuff, vintage stuff, race bikes, custom bikes, you name it, there's something for everybody here. And I display it in a way so that even if you're not a bike person, you can understand what you're looking at and why it was included in the show and what makes each bike special. Each one's laid out on a piece of paper and it's labeled, and it's really cool. Families love this, kids love this. It's a family-friendly event. It's a lot of fun.
And you kind of have mixing art and motorcycles in together.
Yeah, I kind of stole this idea from the Guggenheim Museum in New York. They did an Art of the Motorcycle exhibit in 2002, and I thought that was really neat. I never got to see it. I've seen pictures of it. So I said, why don't I do that here in St. Louis? I've included artists I've got a featured artist here, Kevin Glazer from here in St. Louis. I'm thrilled to have him with us this year. I've got a number of art pieces from all over America coming in. And in addition to that, motorcycles are art. I think they are.
Well, we talked about that before because you kind of show them kind of through time and how they have changed. Sure. And you can totally view that from an artistic eye.
Sure. I think that from the get-go, it was an emphasis on design and engineering and the beauty of the motorcycle. And people have just gravitated toward this. This is our 10th year we're doing this. We're celebrating 10 years. It keeps growing. It's fantastic. Like I said, anybody can enjoy this. It's not just for bike people.
It's not just for bike people. It is kind of for everybody. And you even mentioned there's going to be a famous bike there.
Yes, if you're of my age bracket, you might remember a movie called Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Don Johnson and Mickey Rourke were the stars in this. They were kind of outlaw guys. And the motorcycle from that movie is coming to the show this year. It's coming courtesy of the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum up in Sturgis, South Dakota.
That's big. I mean, it's big that some place like St. Louis can get something borrowed from the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum.
Yes, they're going to come down, and they've actually been a supporter of the show for a couple of years. They really like what's going on here. They love the St. Louis area. It's so geographically centrally located here in the Midwest. We got 8 cities or something like that within 6 hours of 1 million people. So why can't we do something great right here?
Right here in the middle.
Right.
And this is a 2-day event.
It is. Saturday and Sunday. Doors open both days at 11. Saturday we're open 11 to 7 and Sundays 11 to 4.
And so people can just come, buy the ticket at the door for each
There's no pre-sale tickets, if you come Saturday, we'll give you a wristband. You can come back Sunday for free.
Oh, I love that. Yes. So you can make it a 2-day event if you would like.
Make it a 2-day event. There's so much to do there at the City Foundry where it's held at. We're doing it at City Foundry for the 2nd year. What a great space that is there. You can eat great food in the food court there. They've got the new Putt Shack. They've got the new movie theater there. I don't know if they're going to be showing Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man. That would be cool.
Maybe they should.
They should. We get them on the case. But yeah, it's a great spot right in the middle of town here, and we're just thrilled to be back at the Foundry. That's lovely.
Which is going to be awesome. And you're bringing back the puppy, what are we calling it? Puppy kissing?
Yeah, we'll call it the puppy kissing booth. We work with Dirk's Fund, which is a large breed rescue. And they bring in a little booth and some puppies, and I've got to have a little charity portion of this. So why not smooch a pooch for $1 or something like that? I don't know what they call it.
Smooch a pooch makes more sense than puppy kissing. So yeah, I'll go with that.
But yeah, it's fantastic to have them with us every year, and it lightens the mood in the room when you walk in and you see. How can you go wrong?
Well, right, you can't go wrong. But I think it's funny because you picture people like yourself into motorcycles, right? That when you say motorcycles, I picture pretty much you. So then to see like maybe you kissing a pooch, is funny in my mind, right? Like
Are you saying I'm heartless?
These big, manly motorcycle guys, and then they have these sweet little puppies.
Yes, that it levels the playing field right there.
It does. It's so cute.
Right.
And now you were just telling me before we came on air about something that I think is remarkable. You know somebody who traveled across. Kind of give me that story again.
Okay, so the guy's name is Charlie Weissel. He's out of Denver, Colorado. He's just completed a year-long trek, or I think it's taking him more than a year, but he's gone around the world on a motorcycle that most of us, I don't even know if I would ride this across town. It is a 14-foot long, rigid chopper. It's insane looking. And he decided he was going to ride around the world on this thing. He culminated this journey this last summer with a trip across Russia, what they call the Road of Bones. And they say this is like one of the worst roads, the travel adventure riders that do this, they say this is one of the worst roads. He decided to do this, not only the Road of Bones on this crazy chopper, during a war.
Wow.
When we're all in turmoil.
Yeah.
He had some amazing stories he was posting on social media, things like, I'm safe, I'm in wherever he was, and
right.
I can't talk about it now. I'll tell you about it when I get home. And I said, when you get home, I got to hear the story.
Yeah.
And the more I thought about it, it's like, a lot of people would like to hear this story. Let's do like a TED Talk. So he's going to come in. He's going to bring this bike. I told him not to wash it. It is in the state that it was in. I told him, bring your bike. He might even ride it in. He's that guy.
Right.
Bring your bike and let's do a TED Talk. So we're going to, on Saturday afternoon, we're going to do that. We're going to put up a screen and we're going to hear the story about what it's like going across Russia in the middle of a war as an American, bribery and safety, and he had to be escorted from town to town by motorcycle clubs for his own safety.
Motorcycle clubs actually escorted him from town to town.
As I've talked to him a little bit about this, I've found that once word got out, that I don't know if it was that dangerous, but it was. He needed to be escorted, okay?
Wow.
But he later became kind of a celebrity for attempting this and doing this, and I don't want to say a beacon of peace or whatever, I don't know, but it's a really fascinating story. I can't wait to hear it.
No, it sounds like it's going to be amazing. And what day is that going to happen?
That'll be Saturday afternoon. I think we're going to do that about 4 o'clock.
Saturday afternoon, okay. No, I think that is amazing because something like a motorcycle or a motorcycle club can kind of bring all sorts of people together. Well, these motorcycle clubs from Russia would want to help him get across safely. I mean, that's going to be impressive to hear about.
Yes, the camaraderie of the two wheels.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Now, I know we showed it briefly on the screen earlier, but why don't you pick that up and tell me what we got here?
We were thrilled with this. This is our 10th anniversary, and Four Hands Brewery has been really.
So he can get a good shot of it for you.
Four Hands Brewery has been a supporter of Cycle Showcase since day one, for 10 years now. And they said, let's do something special this year. So they came out with what's their full life lager. They said, let's rebrand the can for Cycle Showcase. We've got Cycle Showcase beer that'll be available. Of course, there'll be soft drinks there and other things.
Right, you'll have
well.
other stuff. But if you want something with a cool, kind of the can fits the event, this right here is where you're at.
We've got a limited edition order of this beer that'll be available there. It'll be available at some of the ancillary events that are going on around town that are associated with Cycle Showcase. And I think you can get it in the Grove at Intoxicology for whoever knows how long.
There you go.
So
you got to come and celebrate a little bit of while you're drinking some beer and watching the motorcycles.
You could drink beer. Yes, you could do that. I'm not saying you have to.
Not saying you have to.
But yes, this is a lovely lager. You might really enjoy this.
I like that. Okay, so that's great. So this is a 2-day event.
Yeah.
It's kind of art, it's motorcycles, it's art of motorcycles, but you're also doing kind of an unveiling every so many minutes?
Right. I started doing this last year. People that build motorcycles for the event, I've done this in the past when I've built bikes, and I've taken them places, and I roll in, and I've just got my bike done, and they say, yeah, just park in the corner. And it was so anticlimactic, and I thought, what would I do? If I had my own show, how would I do it? And I said, well, I do have my own show. Let's put it on a riser. Let's cover it with a drape. Let's bring all the lights in the room down to this one spot. And at one point, let's get all the audience around, and let's unveil this. If you've just spent 6 months of your life and thousands and thousands of dollars to build this, let's celebrate the unveiling of a bike. And last year we did this. We had 8 bikes that were unveiled in St. Louis that had never been seen before. Word got out. This year we've got 22 of the 50 bikes.
Wow. Okay.
It's
So that's going to be. So when does unveiling happen? Is that on?
That's going to happen Saturday morning.
Okay.
We don't want to leave them covered up too long.
Right.
But we're going to open doors at 11, and probably about 11:30 we're going to start lifting the drapes off of these bikes. About every 10 or 15 minutes we'll lift another drape. The crowd last year with applause and cheers, and it was fantastic.
I love that so much. Now, obviously, motorcycle enthusiasts are going to be interested in coming, but why would you encourage somebody to come that maybe doesn't really know as much about motorcycles?
Like I said, you don't have to. It's just about the beauty of it. Any reason you'd go to the art museum.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Any of
Renoir,
right.
that much. I can vaguely speak his name, but I can appreciate upon seeing the beauty of it, of what's happening there. And when I lay out each bike, like I said, I put something on the floor about what makes it special and unique, so anybody can enjoy this.
Right, absolutely. Well, tell everybody where they can get tickets so they can come hang out.
You just come to the door. We don't pre-sell tickets.
Okay.
There's no pre-advanced ticketing fees or anything like that. Just show up at the door there at City Foundry and we're good to go.
Right there up on your screen, you can check it out. You can also go to cycleshowcasestl.com for more information. Show up on Saturday or Sunday. Like you said, if you come Saturday, you get to come Sunday for free. So check them out at the City Foundry. Thank you so much, Randall, for coming and joining me today.
And kids 16 or under are free.
Whoa, we didn't mention that.
Yes.
Kids 16 under are free. Why not take the whole family?
Bring the family.
After you check out a Cycle Showcase STL, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.